It's all the news all the time. So today we're looking at some breaking news about Meghan Markle's popularity, or lack thereof, and popularity and images plummeting in her home country. It seems Meghan Markle's popularity in her home country of the United States is plummeting at an alarming rate, an expert has claimed. This is from Paul Withers from The Express. In 2020, Meghan Markle and her husband Prince Harry gave up their roles as working members of the royal family when they moved their family to Canada. I was always curious why they went to Canada, and then months later to California in the US. But since then, comments made by the couple towards the monarchy have come under the microscope, particularly during a bombshell interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021. Yeah. If we look up here, this is Harry and Meghan leaving the church service at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. And as they leave, the crowds initially are quite quiet, and as soon as they come down the stairs, they start booing them. They're becoming very unpopular. Let's have a look as they come down the stairs. I think he's asking, am I going there, down there? Am I going to you? Am I going to this car, that car? What's going on? Alright. So as they come down the stairs, we hear some crowds. And there's a lot of negativity. Yeah. So in 2020, Meghan Markle and her husband gave up their roles as working members of the royal family when they moved to Canada and then to California. And after this interview with Oprah Winfrey, things went badly wrong. The Duchess of Sussex alleged there were concerns and conversations from within the royal family about the skin tone of son Archie ahead of his birth in 2019. Meghan also said that since joining the royal family she'd been suffering from mental health problems, including having suicidal thoughts. A week after the bombshell interview, an Economist survey by YouGov of 1,500 US adults, so this is after the interview, found that Meghan Markle had a net favourability of just plus 15, down from plus 28 a year earlier, while negative ratings of her rose 10 points to 33%. Under half of people, of this 1,500 people, of American adults, under half had a favourable or somewhat favourable view of Meghan, and a third had a very, very or somewhat unfavourable view of her. So 48 are favourable, 33 are unfavourable, which is not great, and this was back in 2019. So a YouGov poll of 1,000 American adults in 2022 found this has plunged further, with just 45% now having a favourable or somewhat favourable view of the Duchess of Sussex. Less than half had a very or somewhat unfavourable view of her. The popularity of Meghan and Harry in the US has declined significantly over the course of the year, and that will continue to decline, he said. The image of Meghan is plummeting in the US, as it is in the UK. The Queen, however, is hugely admired in the US, as is Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge, but Meghan's image is significantly falling in the US. He's also claiming or asking, he's making a statement that the fans in the US are bewildered as to why Meghan still returns her Duchess of Sussex title if she's speaking so much against the monarchy. Why is she still holding a royal title? Here we have some pictures of Meghan Markle. We've got unknown dates here. And in 2006, on Deal or No Deal. And then 2011, she's in Suits. That was a great series. 2017, she meets up with Harry, announces the engagement, marriage in 2018, children 2019, And this is Invictus, I think, 2019. And then the Oprah interview, 2021. Interesting. If we look at the YouGov poll itself, this is the most popular royalty. This is the Q1 of 2022, so a few months ago. Queen Elizabeth, clearly head of the poll here. 97% of people have heard of her, and 75% popularity. I'm surprised that's only 97%, to be honest. Prince William, very well known, not so popular, but still very strong. Prince Philip sadly passed away. Even more famous than the Queen. I find that difficult to understand. So he's more well known than the Queen, but less popular. Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, good numbers. Princess Anne, remarkably high, of 5th. Prince Charles is extremely well known, but not very popular. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, Camilla, Zara Phillips, Prince Edward, Prince Harry down in 11th, very well known, not hugely popular. Princess Beatrice, Princess Eugenie, Meghan down here in 14th, 95%, very well known, not well liked. Prince Andrew, well known, very disliked. So, I mean, her position and Harry's position is not great. Not great at all. There's another article here talking about Edward and Wallis Simpson and the idea that they're repeating the same mistakes that were made by Edward the Eighth, who took up with this woman, Wallis Simpson, and abdicated the throne. But the parallels are quite similar. Prince Harry has been told that he and Meghan Markle should learn from King Edward VIII's exile. So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped down from full-time royal duties in 2020, now live in California. Harry and Meghan returned to the UK for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee, but there is still a rift between the royals and the Sussexes. Seems Andrew Lowney, royal biographer, noted Harry and Meghan's situation is similar to that of King Edward VIII. The former king married Wallis Simpson, an American, who had divorced her first husband and was seeking divorce from a second, which caused a constitutional crisis. When it became apparent he could not marry Wallis and remain on the throne, he abdicated the throne and was created Duke of Windsor. Mr. Lowney said of Edward, in 1936 he withdrew from royal duties to live abroad, but he never reconciled himself to the loss of status. And the ensuing years were to be marked with a series of disputes with his family. So, writing in the New York Post, Mr. Lowney said, the first dispute was over security, which Buckingham Palace felt the Duke of Windsor should pay for himself. This is very parallel with Harry. Despite the squabbling, he ultimately enjoyed police protection until his death, similar to Harry, a privilege only accorded to the Sussexes when they're in Britain. The second was over finances. Like Prince Harry, the Duke of Windsor had inherited considerable wealth, as well as savings from the Duchy of Cornwall estates, but it did not stop him complaining, like Harry, that he'd been cut off financially. Both issues contributed to a breakdown of trust and lingering tensions and suspicions, with both the Duke and Harry complaining of poor parenting, fallouts between siblings and sister-in-law. King George VI's wife Elizabeth could only refer to Wallis, where is she? There she is, as that woman, and accusations that the rogue royal was trying to upstage the dutiful one. Well, there are a lot of parallels there. So, other similarities: legal action against the press, writing memoirs. I don't think he went on Oprah Winfrey to give her an interview, but it's all very, very similar. There's a timeline of how they met and what happened. It's very short. 2016, they met, Meghan and Harry, for a blind date. That must have been a strange blind date. If you're Meghan Markle and you're sitting there in some restaurant and Prince Harry turns up. Must be very weird. October 2016, news first broken that they're seeing each other. So that's June, July, August, September, October. November, the palace confirms they're in a relationship. Same November, Prince William issues a statement supporting Harry. Yeah, little did he know. New Year's Eve 2016, the couple spend New Year's Day together in London, so that's January. March, they go to Jamaica for a friend's wedding. That's March 2017. April 2017, March, April, they go to Toronto for Easter with Meghan. So why Toronto? May 6th, 2017, Meghan watches Harry take part in the annual Audi Polo Challenge. I hear he's very good at polo, actually. May 20th, 2017, Meghan joins Harry at Pippa Middleton's wedding. To be honest, he would have been, I think, much better served marrying Pippa Middleton. But August 2017, Meghan and Harry go away for her birthday. September, Meghan speaks about romance in an interview. Again in September, Meghan and Harry spotted at Invictus Games. Meghan and Harry announced they're engaged. All of this is in September. In May, they get married in St George's Chapel. That's 2018. And Kensington Palace announced Meghan is pregnant in October. May 6, 2019, she goes into labour and gives birth to Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor. That's a good name. October 2019, Meghan admits she's struggling with pressures of royal life. So from when it's all peaches and roses to when it's all falling apart. January 2020, Duke and Duchess quit as senior members of the royal family. Harry and Meghan officially leave the firm, starting 1 year transitional period, August 2020. They buy a new family home in Santa Barbara. They've also got another one in Frogmore Cottage in Windsor. And June 2021, Meghan gives birth to her second child, Lilibet Diana. So that's a little timeline of things. So interesting sort of timeline of stuff, and interesting where her popularity is going, and what they need to do to sort of turn it around. Some sort of problems to be had there for sure. And in other news, Kate Middleton might be heading off to Australia for royal tour, as clues have been spotted in her outfit. Now what clues, you might ask? Well, it's a clutch bag. Kate's purse. The brand of the purse remained unknown for about a day instead of the usual immediate turnaround, but mystery was soon solved. From the bag coming from Australian retailer Forever New, and it's only $49, only £28.32. It's already sold out in Australia, but it was still available on the New Zealand website. But the reason behind this, it's not just a random bag from a random company. It's when Kate is preparing for a tour, she has a team of stylists and they research local brands to wear for the Duchess to wear while she's in Australia. So, and this is known as diplomatic dressing. It's sort of a acknowledgement of local designers and fashions, because she is so analysed. Everything she wears is so analysed. So it's important for her to make statements with her outfits. And so she has a team of stylists. They do research on local brands, in this case Australian. So it could be that Kate and William are off to Australia, which could be very interesting. So if you found anything interesting in this little crazy story, press the old like button if you would, and press subscribe, and I will catch you guys later.